We are going to go over tumblers today. It is a date to sublimate, folks, and I am so excited. All right, look at these tumblers, you guys. Can you get over this? It is so much fun. Can you believe that these tumblers were made on the Sublimation printer? That's crazy, right? And it's so simple to do. I never thought in a million years that I could sublimate a tumbler in full color with my own designs and be able to personalize something. I mean, this is the stuff you see in stores, right? Yeah. Less than 2 minutes in the heat press. And isn't that so fun? And look at this. I mean, this is not a film. In fact, I was showing someone last night this, and they said, "Oh, is it a see-through plastic tumbler that you insert the design in?" No. This is actually sublimated, meaning it is printed, fully printed on a tumbler. Yep. So today we're talking tumblers, right?
And the same can be true for mugs.
Yeah, you can do ceramic mugs as well in the same press. Now, a lot of you have said or have wondered, okay, how do you do a mug or a tumbler or a mug, something that's round, in your heat press? Well, there is a different heat press for it. Okay, so I'm going to show you that today. And if you plan on doing a lot of these, then the heat press is not that expensive. But I'm going to show you my favorite. I mean, I bet you can think of different people you would gift these to. These are designs that are worthy of being sold in a store.
Yeah.
Right? This does not look homemade.
No.
It absolutely is gorgeous. The designs are gorgeous. The colors are vibrant. Well, we have a brand new series of these tumbler designs that are specifically made for 20-ounce tumblers. You can get them from our website later tonight as well. But that's when they're making their debut, is tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. In your download that you'll receive, you would receive this entire sheet. Okay, it's going to look something like this, which I'll show you more in a minute. But you will receive the same in mirror image already, because we've already taken care of that for you. But you'll also receive a second design of the same look, but this area will be blank. Why? Because if you want to personalize it with somebody's name or maybe one of your favorite quotes, I'm going to show you how to do that. All right. So we're going to have some classes on how to do this in Canva. Oh my gosh. A free program you can download and actually get onto your computer. And it's very easy to be able to personalize. So again, you're getting 2 files. You're getting one that has these special quotes in there, but then there's a second one, same exact design, but it's blank, left for you to design it the way you want to. Okay, we also have some more masculine designs coming up, and we have some more kid designs coming up, but right now this is our launch. So the first thing that happens is you're going to print this out on your Sublimation printer. First off, you're going to notice that there is a blank space all the way around. Again, I've got these designs so that they're specific to a 20-ounce tumbler, which we have on our Amazon affiliate link. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just line this up. I want my ruler to line up right along that edge, and I'm trimming it away. I happen to love using the rotary cutter. This is one that I have set aside for paper. And I'm doing it all the way around. Now, there's a lot of tutorials out there that will tell you different things. You guys, I've tried all the different ways. I have decided that I think mine's the easiest way.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. I'm all like, you know what, that's too hard. That's too much work. And I've had great results doing it this way. All right, so here you go. You can see that I have it trimmed right up to that line. There is no white space here, okay? The next thing I'm going to do, if you have your lint roller, we talked about that yesterday, okay? Just make sure that there's no, dust or anything on there. So I just kind of run that over real quick. Now I'm going to take this design and I want to make sure that it's facing the right direction. Don't ask me how I know this, right? So make sure that you're like, okay, Kathy's name is right there. That's where I want it. And then I'm going to put it like this and I'm going to turn it upside down. And I'm going to turn it upside down right on top of my mat. And I've got my heat resistant tape. Okay, what I think is most important is that your paper goes all the way down to that very open spot. It doesn't bother me too much if I have little bit of white down here. So with that, I'm going to grab a piece of tape and just place it here. And I pull it. Okay, this is really important. You got to pull it over to the other side. So it looks like that. And I'm going to take another piece. And again, I start from one side. You can see here. And I pull on it over to the other side. So again, I'm going to start it on the one side and pull on it. It's almost like there's a little tiny bit of stretch. Because the whole idea here is you want to get it as tight as possible. I don't mind the overlap. I'd rather have the overlap than having a white line going down. And so, yes, I've put these together so that there is a slight overlap. Okay, now I'm going to take my red tape, which is a little bit wider. Again, it doesn't matter. If you have blue tape, whatever.
As long as it's heat resistant.
Yes, and I'm just going to place it down. And I'm going to take my fingernails, or if you have like your scraper, and I'm going to do the same thing here. And take a look at this. I have it a little bit longer, and I'm going to bring it over and pull on it into the inside. Okay, that's all I do. That's not overkill, right? There's a lot of overkill out there. Now, I'm going to take another piece of tape and I'm just going to, once again, make sure, I want it all the way to the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to take this piece and just, again, start from the outside and bring it over. You do not want to have any of that paper.
You don't want any gaps.
Yeah, you don't want it to show up like that. And then I'm just going to take longer pieces of tape, again, putting it on the outside first and then bringing it over to the top.
Easy enough.
Yeah. And one more.
Yeah.
Okay, and again, the reason why I want that, look right here. Can you see that? Oh, I don't want that open. Or else it's going to create ghosting.
Which is like a shadow.
And you've got air coming in there. I don't want air being on there. You want this thing as tight as possible. Okay, but that's all there is to it. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. 2 more of these will do it. So, easy enough, right?
Yes.
All right, that's all there is to it, folks. Now, I am going to, again, I'm just going to kind of take my nail, or if I have a credit card, or I'm just wanting to make sure this is nice and taut. Take a look.
Okay.
This is my opening. I'm going to bring it down here. And do a little abracadabra, okay? Little shimmy right here. That's all there is to it. I am going to take just a quick piece of, little piece of parchment paper and just wrap it around. I just like to make sure, I just like to be cautious and make sure that I don't have ink coming out onto my sublimation printer. This is what it looks like.
And Kris said it's only about $150.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah. This is really cool, you guys, because when you put this in, this is going to automatically wrap itself really nice and tight.
Yeah, it clamps up.
It clamps up right around the thing. Okay, so all I did was I just turned it on. They have 4 different modes. I just keep it in mode 1, and I've had great luck. Now, what happens is if you do a mug with a handle, you want to put it in mode 4. And because mode 4 won't rotate it. You don't want to have it rotated if you've got a handle sticking out.
Yeah, because the handle's going to stick out from it.
It's going to put this on for 60 seconds. It will open it up. It will automatically rotate it. You don't have to rotate it yourself. You guys, I
I've
looked at
seen-
all kinds of different presses before I chose this one. One of the reasons why I chose this was because of the automatic turntable on it.
Yeah.
Because there were others out there that you had to manually lift up and turn it and then
So
put it
that
back
you get
in.
the heat all the way around.
And I didn't really like that because I don't know. I just thought, what if I don't get it turned correctly or something? This was automatic. So it took you more time to tape it than it does to go in the heat press.
Yeah. Okay.
So I am going to put on my heat resistant gloves because this is hot.
Okay.
All right. So all I'm going to do is plop this baby in just like that. And I'm going to hit enter. What? Now watch it. It closes. It hugs it. It's going to rotate.
Wow.
Yep. And then get it in the right place. So, oh, look.
See, it
Let's watch
automatically
that.
Opens.
And now it's
Okay,
going
now it's
to
gonna
automatically
You
rotate.
see that? I love that.
So exciting.
Okay, and now it's going to automatically close. And it's going to heat for 60 more seconds.
And then it's done.
It's done!
It's done.
I'm so excited.
I know.
Okay.
I can't. It's
So
like
now
Christmas.
you're going to pull it out.
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to let it cool for a minute.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through them.
Just look how pretty this is.
It's vibrant. Look at the vibrancy. Oh, Kevin's going to be so happy.
Oh, so fun.
Oh my gosh. Literally under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And like Kris said, the design also comes with a blank, circle. So if you want to put somebody's monogram in there or their name or maybe a different saying, a different quote, but you really love the floral design that's with it.
Use the floral design.
Yeah.
Guys, it's done.
Wow.
It's done.
Not at all.
And look how nice it looks up here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because it went all the way to the top.
Yeah.
That gift is done, folks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited.
It was simple. You saw how simple it was, right?
Yeah. That's all there is to it.
That's all there is to it.
Wow. Okay.
So.
I want to play. I'm done with What's New Wednesday today. Let's play.